I remember my great-grandparents as being sweet-natured people. To my mom, they were like a second set of loving parents. Great-grandpa Harold had a wonderful sense of humor, a love for learning and new technology. And great-grandma Jo was warm, optimistic, generous, and orderly. You could tell they loved and respected each other and made a good team. They met after high school and were married in 1934. A year later, my grandmother Carol was born. This was the height of the Great Depression, and jobs were scarce. By the late 1930s, the family decided to leave the Chicago area to seek opportunity in nearby rural communities, finally settling in Kewanna, Indiana in 1942. They began attending the Methodist Church. Great-grandma would go on to teach Sunday school there for the next 45 years. Great-grandpa found work with Standard Oil, delivering fuel and heating oil to area farmers, eventually managing the fueling depot. Great-grandma worked as a bookkeeper for the town grain elevator. After years of saving, they bought a small farm. Needing many improvements, they rolled up their sleeves to turn their little farm into a home. By their 25th wedding anniversary in 1959, they had 2 grandkids, renovated a second farm, and were involved in many local activities. In the early 1960s, Great-grandpa saw a need for safety products on rural highways. Making space in the barn, he hired local people to help produce flags for slow-moving vehicles. By 1970, they had outgrown the barn and purchased a small building in town. When asked to print a banner for a road project, he purchased printing equipment, and Kewanna safety products eventually became Kewanna Screen Printing. All through the 1970s and 80s, they traveled the states, attending trade conventions, promoting quality safety labels and custom decals produced at their little shop in Kewanna, Indiana. Their warm personalities and ability to deliver gained them many new friends and lasting business partners. Great-grandpa would say, "Make what you sell and sell what you make." It was his way of ensuring customers got both quality products and good service. Coming of age during the Depression and raising a family during the Second World War provided lessons of sacrifice and social responsibility. I believe their faith, sense of collective responsibility, and care for community shaped their idea of what it meant to do business in small-town America. For them, it was not about prioritizing profits, dominating a market segment, or pressuring stakeholders to give more. They worked to create value of another kind, a better quality of life for their family, employees, community, and business partners. After Great-grandpa passed in 1989, their daughter Carol and her son Brad went on to manage the business together for the next 20 years. After 60-plus years, KSP is still a small family business seeking to follow our founder's legacy of making people a priority. A heartfelt thank you to all of those who have partnered with us over the years.